Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines. We are in Beechwood today. Again, the city that we started last episode, and I think we made pretty good progress on last episode. So yeah, last time we put down the basics that were needed to get this city started and underway. We put down 2 new train stations, we connected it to the highway, we connected some passenger harbors, added a shopping center, put down some unique buildings and stuff. So yeah, I think we made excellent progress last episode. Today we are going to continue that progress by expanding the city over here. This is going to be where most of the skyscrapers are, most of the tall buildings. This is what's going to determine the skyline for Beechwood. Now, you may recall last episode we plopped down these 2 harbors, and it caused a little bit of a traffic jam of cruise ships. So if we turn one back on, as you can see, this one has a passenger count of 150. I did install the improved transport manager mod, and if I want to upgrade the passenger capacity, it won't let me apply. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. This is the vehicle editor for this vehicle type. I mean, I would like the cruise ship to be at 1000. I can hit enter, but I can't push apply. And the tooltip says enables or disables train engines. So the mod might be broken. So if you go out of this view, the passenger count is still 150 for this one, whilst I set it to 1500. So that doesn't really help with the traffic line of cruise ships. So for now, we are going to turn the harbors off until I find a solution for it. It's probably a conflict with another mod, but it's going to take me too much time to figure out which mod is causing the conflict. So for now, I will turn off these hubs and we will do without cruise ships, and I will see if I can find a way to get this working in the next couple of days so that we can turn on the cruise harbors again. Excellent. So today, as I said, we are going to fill in much of Beechwood over here. I do plan on using a lot of the skyscraper pack, which is all concealed in here. Now, and there's going to be one rule, and that rule is nothing can be higher than the and this one over here, the AXX Center. This is going to be the highest building in this city. And for things like this, I don't know why this is called a triangle building when it's round. But for buildings like this, I'm just going to plop it down here as an example. We are going to use Rico, and we are going to convert it into high density residential, most likely of level 3 or 4, and then the worker count or the home count, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 times 4, let's say 60 levels, say 10 to 15 apartments per level. So that would be between 600 and 900. So let's take the middle of that and put it at 750. Excellent. I didn't save anything, did I? Yeah. Save. That is how it works. Right? No, save and apply changes. That is how it works. Alright, now it's a high density residential building, but only 1 household. Why is it only... I did put it to 750, didn't I? Save and apply. There it is. 750, and let's put it at level 4. So yeah, and it's of course a historical building. We don't want to upgrade it. Excellent. So that is how we are going to put a lot of the skyscrapers in, and how we are going to get our population to grow at the same time. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to stay here. You will have to see how it goes in the time lapse. I wasn't planning on a big building on this side of the road. On this side of the road, I was planning more of these buildings, these high density residential buildings. These could do with a bit more realistic households as well. But anyway, that is not how we built this city. We built this city mostly with the default vanilla settings for households per residential building. It's just that if I convert the building from a tourist attraction into a residential building, then I'm going to try and get the number of households pretty much in the right neighborhoods. Alright, and I just decided that this is not going to stay here, but we are going to be using a whole lot of these skyscrapers as long as they're... Oh, this is a nice one to have here. This could stay here. Yeah, we are going to be using these buildings as long as they're not taller than the AXX Center, and this is also a tourist district. So let's see, how big is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Say 35. This is going to be 300 homes. And we can put it at level 3. No, this is a pretty posh building. Let's put this one at level 5. Or we just do it like this. That's fine as well. Excellent. Yeah, this one can stay. Did I make it historical? I did not. Let's do that. In fact, let's see, where's my district? Let's put new buildings historical. Yeah, that's already on. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So yeah, that is going to be one of the things we're going to do today. And then on this side of the island, I want to connect the park over here to the main city, and I want to connect these roads up over here as well. So plenty of things that we can do today. So let's get started. Alright, we have the start of a very nice little neighborhood over here. I focused a little bit on education in this part and healthcare. So we have a high capacity high school, we have a high capacity elementary school. I put down an elder care and a child healthcare center. Obviously a metro terminal. This one is from, I believe it's Railroads of Japan, it is called. I absolutely love that we have a railroad entrance with what looks like to be sort of a mall on top of it. Yeah, but it's only one not a railroad, one subway. So that is nice. Other than that, a couple of shops, a library. I know we already used the Creators Library on one of the islands over there, but I think it's such a cool building and it has to be used multiple times. And of course, some sports fields, a museum, and mostly high residential housing in the rest of this. Now, I also added an entrance to the park on this side, so that now we have a park that is traversable from one side to the other, so you can walk all the way from from Manta Ray Bay all the way to Beechwood along the coast over here. And I was looking at this mountain and I'm thinking there is a nice flat area on top over here. I think we need to do something with that. Not quite sure how we are going to get something up there, because we will need road access for whatever we build up here. But this would be a cool place to have something. And if I remember correctly, let me see, where is it at? Right here, the observatory. This would be a nice place to put down the observatory. I think that would give us the best view to look at the stars tonight. And obviously, if we're going to put down the observatory, we are going to need to add a few support buildings as well over here. Yeah, let's see what we can do with this. So let me take a road real quick, and I just want a normal 2U road, the normal standard base game one. So let's see, where would the observatory be and which way would it be pointing? I think it would be pointing inland. I don't know, I have no idea. Let's use this one. Nice. And then let's take the observatory, which is over here, put it down right there. Let's remove some trees in this area. Okay, cool. So that is pointing somewhere, which is nice. And then of course we need some parking over here. Let's see, let's put the straight parking down like so. Excellent. And then we do need a road. Okay. And then we do need to get off this mountain somehow. And the way I think we can do this best is by tunneling. Now, what would we need in terms of support buildings over here? Not that much, probably a couple houses, maybe an office or two. So if we take the roads and then like so, and of course we gotta put it to the correct height again and remove some more trees. You know, it could be cool if we used this as a tourist attraction, and then we could do a cable car or something. I believe we have those, right? Let's see, cable car, yeah. So we could do a cable car, end of line cable car stop. Excellent. Then of course we need some water over here. So let's connect you guys up to the rest of the grid. Like so. Obviously, we need a way to get you into the ground. Let's see how are we going to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ish. Okay. Not too bad a start. That's not the one, that's the one. Right, so that is pretty steep, but don't think it's too bad. And then Alright, that doesn't look too bad. Take node controller, make this a slope. Excellent. Right. And then all we need to do is connect it up to another piece of road somewhere. And I think over here is going to be a good place to do so. Connect this one to this one. Yeah, it doesn't really matter how it looks. It's going to be underground anyway. As long as we have a connection. Excellent. And then... do we need anything else up here? Apart from the connection to the cable car? I don't think so. Alright, how are we going to get down? I think the easiest way would be to follow this ridge down. Excellent. So now we are at the ground. Maybe we can make the top of the mountain, the rest of it, into a sort of a nature reserve. Maybe make it part of this park. I mean, no, it should be its own park then, I guess. All right, so let's see, where do we want to connect this part up? I think if we were to make a nice little touristy area off the highway over here. Excellent. Very nice, and this can be a little area to decorate as well. Very nice. You, of course, need some water. Excellent. Now we have a little cable car track. They're going. Look at that. Do we have first-person camera? We do. I'm not going to do the entire ride because that's going to be a little bit on the long side. Plus the camera is pretty high up, I see. But yeah, maybe I'll make a short of this something. Although it would probably be more than 30 seconds. So, what is up next? Next, we are going to obviously detail these little few things a little bit. This one over here, make a little bit of a park on top. Do some detailing on this side as well. This also needs fixing, I believe. Yeah, we changed the slope of the track, so this rock wall needs fixing. And other than that, I think it is time for us to continue building some skyscrapers alongside this massive roundabout here in the middle of the city. So, let's do that. Right, here we are back on top of the mountain, looking around the area now that I've been building on here for a little bit. Actually, this seems to be the highest point on the entire map as well, so I didn't realize that before I plopped down the observatory, but that is a nice coincidence since, you know, observatories tend to be in dark, remote, or high places, or all three preferably, but it won't be especially dark around here, so I don't know how much you would be able to see, but I'm guessing with a telescope this powerful, a little bit of light pollution, either it's no big deal or either it's a very big deal. I don't know how this works, but anyway, so we put down the cable car over here. We have had plenty of passengers last week. We have different, I didn't realize that, but we do have like these ride cabinets as well. I didn't realize I had even downloaded those, but anyway, we have used the rest of this mountaintop as a nature reserve. I don't think there's going to be many people visiting. We've had 5 visitors so far, but the reason we don't have any visitors is probably because it doesn't lead anywhere. Yeah, sure, it's nice to look at the views, but there's only one entrance, so it's not like it's a shortcut to anything. But even so, we did put a nature reserve museum, which had 10 visitors in the last week, and 9 tourists last week. So, right, there is a way to get in the park without paying though, and that is this section over here. Now, I would like to think that this is the entrance that comes along with the mountain lodge. So if you're a guest at the mountain lodge, you are able to enter the nature reserve park free of charge. I think that would be part of the cost of your stay. Yeah, but anyway, we're making 1,000 a week on that one. We have these couple of offices as support for the observatory. So yeah, all in all, I think this would be a really cool place to maybe to camp. There are a couple of camping spots over here, a couple of tents you can plop down. So yeah, this would be a very cool little place to spend a couple of days or an afternoon or something. Then if we follow the cable car down, you can see that we have built it a little bit of a district over here, Grove Hills. Now, originally I just meant to add, you know, the end of the cable line stop, the end of line cable car stop. That was what I meant to say. Add a little parking, maybe some shops, so that people who go up the cable car or come down the cable car, they can buy some snacks and some drinks before they get in or when they get down. So when that, well, grew actually, they started complaining about services, so I put down a little firehouse, put down a taxi depot and a taxi stand, added a, well, this is a shop, isn't it? It's a commercial building. It looks officey, but maybe that's just my color settings. And then I thought, you know what? If there are that many shops over here, there would probably be a motel. And we have this beautiful looking roadside motel that came with the hotels DLC. Some more shops, an office building, little traffic park. I mean, I think this would have grown naturally because we are alongside one of the major routes into the city. Okay? I mean, you'd have a long road trip. You're almost at the city, but you need a bathroom break. You need something to drink. You need maybe a place to rest for a little bit before continuing on into the city. So I think that would have grown naturally with lots of shops. A roadside motel, you know, traffic park, something for the kids to do, a police station, which would be necessary after it has grown so much. And once the city is done over here, it looks a little bit out of place right now, but once the city is done, this part of the city will wrap around the mountain and come to, I'd say probably at least to where the tree line is now. So once that is done, it won't be such a weird little outlook thing like it is now. Maybe we could even add a little bit of housing on the backside over here, you know, for people working or having to go up to the top of the mountain on a regular basis. So yeah, all in all, not that bad. I have rambled enough again for one episode, so We did progress a fair little bit. Yeah, really happy with how this turned out. At the start of the episode, it wasn't my intention to build this. It was just something that, I happened to spot a little bit of flat area on top of the mountain over here. So I thought, we do have the observatory. Why not put it there? And I think it turned out very nice. So next episode, we are definitely going to connect some of all these loose parts together. I'm thinking filling in mostly this part over here next episode, so that we can, connect this with this and have the outline of the city as we want it. And then after that, we can fill in the middle over here. And once that is done, we can start working on, this area in the middle here, which will be, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to fill it in completely. It might be, I have no idea what we're going to do with this just yet. We might fill it in. We might use another industry. We might do a beach. We might do some more harbors. I don't know. I have no idea yet. If you have an idea, let me know. Maybe we can integrate your ideas into the city, and maybe, and we'll see how it looks. It probably look better than anything that I could come up with. So yeah, but for now, this is going to be it for today. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.